Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I just came in from shopping. I'm going to cut the chicken luncheon meat that I made, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know, so this is all the beginning. Now remember, I use the applewood seasoning. It's good. I think we have to cut it a little thicker because it is homemade. So when you pack it, you need to really press down on it to make sure that you get the air pockets out of it, so when you run the warm water around it, it can sit there and it won't fall apart or have air pockets. I think one more should do it. So it seems that when you get pockets like this, you have to pack it tighter. I'm just rolling it back up and getting it in the refrigerator. The applewood is a beautiful flavor. I want to try, thinking I'm going to do jalapeno and black pepper with the smoke and see how it comes out. Now, I learned that there are two bolognese. Here it is, right here. There's one made with pork and bologna. No, pork and beef. And another one that is just plain beef. So I have the recipe for both of them, so that'll be interesting to try. Where can I put this? This is my plate. I've got to be careful with that. Now, if you want to add less salt, you can. Or you could use a tablespoon of salt when you make it. I want to use hot mustard with this. Hold on. I gotta get my mustard stuff together. I think this is the hot mustard. It should be the hot mustard. Nope. This is the hot mustard. Because I sat there and I think I got some spicy stuff. Making this sandwich more spicy. Well, I'm starting to buy meats and stuff that I'll be using for the winter, canned. Like I want a can. I want to buy some corned beef, and I want a canned corned beef with potatoes, so you have corned beef hash in a can and already be done. I'm already thinking about how to do that because there is no recipe for it in the canning. So that one I'm going to swing out and try to do. This bread is so fresh that I need a spoon. And you can watch me put the sandwich together. I just cut it. By the way, this mustard is very good. And always remember, when you can, it's not like what you get in the store. It's different. I had to sit there and buy jars because I bought extra cake flour because I'm going to be making cakes. And I don't want to buy it if I need it in the store. So I bought some boxes and now I can pack it up. So that way I'll always have it when I need it. So going to the store. For you people who don't know, eggs go in the refrigerator now because of what they've done to the eggs. They scrub the protection over the eggs, but if you grow your own chickens and stuff, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not real good at cutting this, so don't get upset with the way it looked, because like I said, it had some pockets in it that I didn't do real well on. I had to pack it tighter, something I didn't know, but we learn as we move through this. I'm sure my smoking won't be the best when I first start out either, but as you get proficient with it. But that was the man's department, and my husband's dead, so I have to do it myself. I can't get over how good this is. The only mistake I made was I didn't pack it as tight as I thought I had. But you live and learn, as they say. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Now what did I get besides the chicken that I made? I got pepper jack. I got cracked pepper turkey. I got bologna. Acerrigo cheese. Did I say that right? And smoked Gouda cheese. Let's try this one. Acerrigo cheese. It seems it falls apart too, but I want to taste it, know what it's like. Never had it before. Okay. Has a slight bitterness to it. I almost want to say, I think it's goat cheese. I could be a little wrong. It does crumble if you're not careful with it. See how it breaks? So you gotta be really, really careful with this one. See, I'm sure that when you buy the stuff in the store, the company that makes the bologna and the chicken and everything, they have a machine that packs it down really, really tight so it doesn't have any air pockets. I don't have, oh shoot. I don't have that. I do have a packer for coleslaw when I'm making it. Sauerkraut. I wonder if I could use that to pack down into it. Yeah, I'll try that next time. This is bologna. Now this bologna is not the beef. This one is the pork and the beef. And I know a fact that this one is smoked because I've got the book. So I'm going to use that. I didn't know it was going to be that difficult to pack. Now that I know it's that difficult to pack luncheon meats, I will definitely use my pounder and make sure. I know it's supposed to be used for something else, but I'm going to use it for where I can put it and make it work for me. One of my friends sat there and said, I can't find you, so I told him where to look because he wanted to see my channel. He gave me a word-for-word quote on my short. I started laughing. I shouldn't have. It was so funny. I said, God, he's got me down the path. You know? You just never know. Yeah, this one is turkey and pepper jack. So that's pepper. This one's going to go with this. Now I'm going to put pepper jack cheese on the bologna. By the way, I got a pound, half a pound of everything. I figured that was the best way to do my sandwich. This guy is really good when he cut the cheese. And I met a lovely bus driver today. She was so much fun. We were talking about breads, and she buys Ezekiel bread, but they make it on the spot where she goes. I told her I just found a recipe for it. And I said, did you know it came from the Bible? She said, what? I said, it comes out of the Bible, Ezekiel 4:9. And she said, I'll be. I said, it's right there. She said, I didn't know. I said, that recipe came from him. He gave it. And Ezekiel had to eat that bread for a whole year. He even told him how much to eat to make sure. And water. And that man, Ezekiel, lived off of it a whole year with no problems. And they're checking this bread out, and it's very, very nutritious. That's why I want the mill, so I can make it. So I want to grind it up myself. It has wheat, lentil, barley, and some others. I can't remember everything in it. But I got the recipe, so I was like really excited about that. Oh, this one's tearing. Okay. Doesn't this look like a nice sandwich? I'm telling you, it smells good as I'm putting it together. This is smoked Gouda cheese. have to make mayonnaise. So, let me get things together. Okay, for those of you who don't know how to make mayonnaise, I added 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Do not use whole grains, use all-purpose flour. If you're using Encorn, because you can't handle flour, I guess you would use Encorn. You add a teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of dried mustard. And what you do is you mix it up thoroughly. And you're going to put in a measuring cup 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice and 3/4 of a cup of water, and you're going to pour it into your flour mixture. You're going to mix this up thoroughly. Now mine has a tint of green on it. It's because I used my nutritious salt, which is more nutritious than the iodized salt that you get. It's made with kelp and iodized salt, but the sodium is dropped way down, so you don't swell up and everything else from it. Now, we're going to take this to the burner. We're going to bring it to a boil, because people kept on asking me how to do this. So I'm going to bring you really, really close so you can see what I'm doing here. We're going to stir this. It's going to get thick. Once it gets thick, we have to stir it 1 extra minute, because we have to cook the rawness out of the flour. See, I did not get it mixed completely. Is it better mixed? Yeah, it's better mixed. I know I'm rushing a bit, but that's because I've got to get this going. I've got to sign the thing to be going to work. The other one left this morning before I had time to do anything. In a bowl, you're going to put 2 eggs. You're going to use a whole egg, 2 whole eggs. Now this is going to build a film up on the bottom, but you just keep on stirring. Now I'm using corn oil. I didn't know I was running out of corn oil. You're going to keep on stirring this for a whole minute. See how it acts? See, if you don't cook it this whole minute, you're going to have that raw flour taste in your mayonnaise, and it's not going to taste good. This is why we have to cook it. As you can see, it's a nice gel. Look at that. I'm gonna have to check on Friday to always make sure that I have mayonnaise made before I go. Okay, move you over here. I have to go get my mixer. In a measuring cup, put 1 cup of oil, whatever kind of oil you want to use. If you want a robust flavor, olive oil. If you don't want any flavor, try using a just plain vegetable oil, or I think sunflower is another one. Safflower. So according to the oil that you use will dictate the flavor of your mayonnaise. Get my mixer. Oh my God, I hit everything in front of it. You're gonna beat these eggs. I'm not kidding you, we're gonna do them. And then thoroughly beat and mix very, very well. You're gonna pour this in. Keep those beaters going because the egg will curdle if you don't keep beating them while it's coming in. You don't want your eggs to curdle. How it's getting thick. Now I have to get the rest of it in here. Now I'm going to see if I can use Encorn flour, but it is a whole wheat. It might not go. But I know if you have trouble, you have to use cornstarch and some other stuff. But I'm wondering if you can use Encorn, if you can handle Encorn flour. There's just so much you want to think about. And you can see as you beat it, it's getting thicker and thicker and thicker. Never pour the oil where the beaters are, or you'll have a mess. chefs and stuff don't show you this because McCall has the rights to it. No, Betty Crocker has the rights to it, I think. They would have to acknowledge it. That's why they show you different ways of making it. I show you and I don't care. I'm going to show you how to do it. And that's how you make mayonnaise. Now it will get firmer as it gets cold because it's very hot today, but it will not separate. The one thing you don't have to worry about is this will not separate. Now, I know that Miracle Whip wanted to be able to call theirs mayonnaise as well, but they couldn't because of the way it's put together. I think we're going to have fruit with this today. I'm just going to leave this sandwich like this today. Okay, that is the sandwich, and I am going to be dividing it up into thirds because there's 3 of us. You take care and have a lovely day.